everyone, it's Saturday and I thought I would do a sort of a composite video showing what I do on Saturdays. And so my plans for today are to start a commission journal. I don't do commissions usually, but I'm going to do this one and I'm hoping it'll work out fine. But I just thought what I would start with is I've been working on, I went back through my archives and decided I needed to revisit some of the things I used to make that I took such pleasure in making. And as you all know, I'm a Jane Eyre lover, and so I have gone back to my original format of making some little Jane Eyre tags. And I did this partially because the bigger tags take me longer, they have more resources used on the tags, and so therefore, of course, they cost a little more. But I thought I'd go back to my $16, $17 mode of making some tags so they're more affordable for everybody who just want a little tiny collage of some sort. So I went back through all my digitals, found my little Jane Eyre lady heads, and have been working on making some Jane Eyre tags. And I'm going to make some other little ones too, but I started with the Jane Eyre tags. And so I've got this one. This one I think is mostly finished except for the little round circle that I'm going to put at the top as the header. So I thought I'd get out my circle punch and some cardboard and see if I couldn't, here's a little bag of cardboard, and see if I couldn't make some, oh look, there's a tag shape. Oh, I don't want to cut that. Okay, see? Okay, so let's see if there's anything. Oh, this might work as for a round, my round cutter. So what I do is I just make a round shape, and this cutter, it's a Fisker's cutter, and it's like sort of on its last legs, but I bought another one, and the other one was completely, just didn't work well, and I'm a bad returner of things, and I waited too long, and so I couldn't return it, so I'm back to using my original cutter that doesn't work so well. But what I need to find to work on her in particular is some paper to put back there. Now I'm trying to use up some of my old Tim Holtz papers because I have, you know, I read a couple years ago that he was discontinuing these, and I became panicked, and so I ordered just a whole stack, and so I have a lot of this paper, which I'm glad I have because I feel like in the future I can pull it out and just start, you know, making journals out of it that'll be kind of unique because the paper will have been out of print for a while. So then what I do is I see if I like what that's gonna look like, which I guess I do. I can't decide. I don't know. I might want to use this side. What's the back look like? Oh, it's got the roses on the back. Let's see what else I have in here. In my stash, I brought some Tim Holtz papers out with me. Let's see if another part of this would work better. Let me do this one. Give me this. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, I like that. What will that look like? Oh yeah, I like that one. That's the one I like. So let me see what else is on the back of this. Where's the one I just cut out? I could do, I wonder if this would look good like this. Let's see. What do you think? I don't know, that kind of matches. That kind of looks good. I like that. But I like that one for this side. Okay, so I'm just gonna take my glue and then I'm gonna let it dry because what I'm gonna end up doing is sewing around it. So I'm just gonna glue it in the middle so that I don't get glue all over on the edges. But yeah, I'm going to be making quite a few of these tags. I'm working on them. I work on them in the mornings before I go to work primarily. It is Saturday, but I thought I would just sort of get towards finishing up these two that I've been making, and I've got another blue one that I've already made. Did I grab that one? Here, let me go grab it. I'll show it to you. It's right over here. So yeah, here's the blue lady. She's all finished, and see, I've got her, and she was also made with Tim Holtz paper, which for some reason there's certain papers in Tim Holtz paper that I just think of as perfect for Jane Eyre. I don't know why, but I just do. And anyway, so there's the blue lady, and I've got another red lady, and I have to find her. I couldn't find her the other day, but I've got this sort of maroon lady and a green lady, and right now I'm working on the green lady and the finishing off of her. So what I'm going to do is I will glue that on like that. Let's see, I'm going to turn it there. Glue that on there like that when I get it stitched. So I will have to let the glue dry, and then I'll have to stitch around the top. So now I've got to make one for the maroon lady. So let's find, here's some cardboard. I wonder if that will be enough for my round circle. Let's see if it'll work. Just barely. Yeah, I can do it. There we go. There. And of course it doesn't cut all the way, so I have to sort of disengage it. I need to buy a new round cutter, but they're expensive, and I can make do, and nobody knows when it's all done, right? Nobody can tell that it hasn't been perfectly punched. Okay. So I need to find paper for this lady, and I think I'm going to go with some of this. This is some Valentine paper I designed quite a while ago. I'd say 2011 I designed this paper, but I think, see, that could go under where it won't show. So I think I'm gonna do that right there, and I'm gonna do these words right here like that. We're gonna see how that looks. So, oh, I like the back. So if that doesn't work out, I can use the back, because I like those. Those are pretty. And we put that like that. See how that looks? No, I think I'll use the other side. I like that side. That's better. Yeah. And then put this. Oh, maybe I'll do this one. I like that better. And I love that. It says a little amour up there. That gives it a little bit of color. Yeah, I do like that one. And then I was thinking of, here, I'll glue those down. And the way I make these, just so you know, is I literally start with just a shipping tag. And so that's sort of a guide to your size. And it keeps you within these parameters for a little tiny collage. I do take the strings out. Sometimes I save the strings, and sometimes I don't. The strings can pile up. I also take off this reinforcer, and I save them. They're wonderful for when you need a reinforcer. The glue stays on them. They're super sticky. And that way when you take them off, it doesn't make a bump on the tag that you're making. So that's how I start them. But now back to Maroon Jane Eyre lady. Let's do her. And then we'll let her dry a little bit. And put that on there, and we'll put that on there. See where it looks in the back. Okay. I try to match them up so they're going the right way, but it's funny, it's hard to do unless you draw lines, which I often forget to draw the lines. And then I just will ink it up a bit. I didn't ink the other one up, but I will. And I will wait till they dry a little because they're going to warp a little bit. And if they warp too much, I have a Smith & Hawkins flower press that I purchased way back in the early 1990s. And it is literally just a workhorse. I just love my flower press, and I use it to press paper. I press flowers in it. It's the most amazing thing. And I think you can find them. And it's pretty. It's attractive. It's that beautiful with the pretty. It's all wood, and it has the wonderful. It looks like some sort of ancient 14th century book press. It's really lovely, and I think you can find them on eBay if you look really hard, but you can't get them new anymore. That's for sure. So I'm going to do that with that one. But then I think I also want to add, I need to add something down here. And I've been trying to decide if I want the dark pink flower and a button. And maybe, oh, and maybe that too. I sort of like that as well. That bit of sari silk. If I do that, oh, I love that. I've got to add that. So let me just glue that on there because I do love that. Just put that along there. And just so you know, I always have my glue upside down so that it comes out. I hate when the glue won't come out. So I'll put that there, and then I think, oh, should I put the flower going this way? Let's see. Put the flower going this way, or should I put should I add a yellow flower too? And should I put the button in the middle? No, that'll cover up the sari silk. I want the sari silk to show. So you can see I'm making this on my old my old Jane Eyre bookmarks for my glue sheet. I don't know, I sort of like the dark pink one. The dark pink one with, I don't know, I think that, do I need, maybe I'll put a little button. I have a button box around here somewhere. Where did I put my button? Oh, here it is. Okay, oh, and look at this, what I found in my button box. This really nice piece of extra lace. That's pretty, sort of layered like that. And I think I might just cut off the stem. I save these stems though because in my fairy collages, I love to have curly cues. So I do save all my little green stems that I don't end up using. I cut them off and I put them, oh, I like that. Maybe like that. No, it needs something over here. So I'm gonna put it there, but I love that piece of lace right there. And maybe a little teeny button. I don't know if I have any little teeny, oh, I do have one little teeny button in here, like that, or maybe just a little teeny button, maybe just that and the little teeny button. Oh, I can't decide. Let's see. The little teeny button, it's got a stamp, the little teeny button, and the little bitty bit of lace, and the button needs some thread in it. I don't like to use buttons without thread. It doesn't make sense to me to put buttons on things with no thread. And then what if I put the flower up there? Oh, I kind of like that. Alrighty, I don't know. I feel like I need to think about it. Or do I put the flower right there? Because I want that sari silk to show. Well, this is certainly something I have to think about. And here is a bit of florist tape that came off one of my flowers. And it's very nice, but that would look good on a fairy collage. So I'm going to save that for a fairy collage. I've been making fairy collages too, but it's sort of neutral. And I do think that a pop of color would be nice on this piece. Maybe like that. I do think it needs to be down here, but I love that, just that button on that little piece of lace like that. I do love that. That's, oh, and look at, here's a little bit of green. Maybe I forgo the pink and I just go with the little bit of green. Let's see what that will do. Oh, I like that. A little bit of green, a little bit of lace, a little bit of button. Yep, there we go. That's it. Okay. I'm going to get my thread and put it through the button right now and see what we can see with that. So I have just a little needle. I hope it'll go through these holes. It might, oh, it does. Good, yay, raw. I'm just gonna put it through the holes so it looks like it was a button that had thread. And I'm gonna do it this way. And then I'm gonna take it. Wait, did I miss one? I did. I went back through and took it out. That was stupid. Okay, let's try again. Okay, so I'm just going to tie a little knot like that. And clip it off. Okay. And I'm gonna glue all of this down just like this. I'm gonna take my glue and put a blob. Put the little sari silk on there. Put a little more glue. Put the little bitty lace there. I love that little old lace. And then I'm going to take my button and put my button on top of it. Just like that. Yep. Yep, I like that. That's nice. Okay, so here's a little, now I didn't put Jane Eyre on there, but I do have it somewhere in this bag. I have Jane Eyre somewhere. Oh, there it is. So I'm going to, I think I am going to add that. And I might add it at the side like this. Oh yeah, there, that's what I like that, like that. Okay, so just gonna put a little glue on there. And I'm just gonna slide that in here, like that. There we go, there. Make sure it's even. Okay, so she's almost done. Just need to sew this, glue it on, punch a hole, put in a eyelet and some ribbon, and she is finished and ready to go. Okay, good deal. So there's that one. And then there's this lady, which I'm not sure. I think she needs a button too. But where? There? Does she? Oh, that's nice. I like that button there. Let's see if I have any other. I like this button too. These buttons with the brown tiger stripes in them are kind of fun. Oh yeah, I like that one. That's nice. Does she need a flower? What about this purple flower? No. Yeah, I kind of like that, the tiger stripe button. And then where's her round thing? It's gonna go up there like that. And she might need some doily. That might be pretty too. Like right under this part right here. Here, you see? I'm gonna stick that up in there. I do think I'll glue that down too. And I think I'm gonna think about that button. So that's just a quick little craft along with me, making Jane Eyre tags. I am going to sort of clean up my area a little bit and get started on my commission piece that I'm making. I'm making a bridal journal, and because it's for somebody's real wedding, I'm feeling a little bit pressurized. Okay, everybody, I hope you have a good day, and I may be popping in and out of this video with some of my progress on my bridal journal. Take care and have a good Saturday. Okay, so I'm starting this journal. I am using scrapbook papers for the base. I'm using these papers from Stamperia. I think the name of this is, what's it called? Romantic Collection. Romantic Collection. That just says romantic collection. Okay, just plain old romantic collection. And so here the papers are. They're double-sided. I'm going to start with these. They're very pretty. They are romantic. They're very wedding-y. I love this. You've bewitched me, body and soul. That's lovely. And so this is what I'm starting with. And I am going to make it, they're 12, of course, 12 inches wide. And I am going to get out my bone folder. And I'm just going to divide them in half, and I'm just going to score them to start at 6 inches. Just like that. And fold it. And the reason I'm using scrapbook papers is I always used to only use scrapbook papers as my bases for my journals. I used a lot of other papers for pockets and things. But the scrapbook papers, I loved that I could, they were 12 inches by 12 inches, so I could manipulate the size more. And because they were printed, I didn't have to use my ink and print them. I don't do that as much as I used to anymore because a lot of the I don't like a lot of the scrapbook papers anymore. The scrapbook paper companies aren't making things that have a vintage feel, that have a sort of a really sort of classy vintage feel. I don't like, as my mother used to call it, country with a K, sort of stuff that isn't classic. So like for instance, this piece of paper, it has this lace embedded in it, these lovely cherry blossoms. I love things with words. And here's some damask. I don't know, it just sort of screams wedding to me. So now how long am I going to make this? I think I'm going to make this one 7.5 inches long. She had some specifics she wanted me to do that I'm not going to be able to do because I just can't. I can only make what I make, right? So this is what I've decided to do. So I'm just going to make this one 7.5 inches long, and I am going to go cut it off with my paper cutter. So here, let me just sort of fold the other ones. So this is the start of the wedding journal, and I just thought I'd give you sort of an insight into how I start this out, sort of my process, and then I'll pop in every now and then and sort of make update videos to show you my process and how it's coming along. Isn't that pretty? Look at that, with the postmark and that to me is just a beautiful base for a page. Just beautiful. So everyone, I have now given you the start of my wedding journal. Okay, I'm stopping. I'm going to tell you again why I love this paper. I love this part right here. I love these. I will have you know, I have like 10 of these packs because I'm afraid with all the papers I love, it's going to go out of print and I won't be able to get at it. And of course, it's limited. I'll only be able to make 10 journals using this paper, but nonetheless, I do just really love this paper. I wish 49 and Market would make their vintage remnants paper again. They were so pretty and beautiful. I just loved it. I have 1 or 2 more packs of that I'm hoarding. But anyway, so that's the start of my wedding journal that I'm going to be making. I think as I go along making it, okay, I'm stopping again, sorry. I love that poetry, so I'll make sure that shows. And here's the poem. I might use this one due to the nature of this particular bride. I probably will use that one. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. I will give you updates. I will show you along the way how I'm making this journal. I might spend a little time just doing a couple of pockets. And and let me know if you're interested in sort of seeing these method videos. I'm still going to do my flip throughs because I can't do craft with me every single day. I'm limited in my time, but the occasional one is fun. I think people like watching them. I know I do. I spend a lot of my time watching people make things, and it's just really fun. I love listening to people chat. I love watching their process. I'm fascinated. I'm fascinated by the whole thing. So so bye everyone. It's been lovely spending part of my Saturday morning with all of you, and I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Bye.